Hey everybody, today we're going to review the Merrell Moab Speed 2. So as always, we're going to give you our objective testing scores in each category of this shoe and overall score at the end. Unlike most YouTubers, we actually test these products. We don't just pull them out of the box and tell you how they are. You'll be seeing shots of us actually testing these shoes out. So let's get right into the review. Comfort-wise, we rated them an 8 out of 10. So these are not the maximalist Hoka shoes as you see with those massive stack heights and your foot's a million inches off the ground. They provide a nice comfortable footbed. Your foot is able to sink slightly into them, but not too much where they're overly soft or plush and you're losing traction on the trail. They have the, it's always hard to say, the Float Pro foam midsole. It's very lightweight and it's forgiving as well. At the toe box, there's no areas of compression or anything like that. I did require a small break-in period with these, about 2 miles, and they felt pretty broken into me. I didn't have any areas of numbness or anything like that. The heel padding and the ankle padding was about moderate. It's pretty good. It's not overly plush, but at the same time, it's not like there's no memory foam padding there or anything of that sort. So definitely pretty good at the ankle area. The tongue I felt was a little short here. I wish they made it just a little bit longer so you got better coverage. And pulling these on, I feel like I really had to pull on the tongue to get them on, but otherwise the fit was pretty good. So the underfoot cushioning is just generous enough to not feel a bunch of like uneven rocks or terrain while you're on the trail. I felt the stack height was high enough and comfortable enough for technical trails while not losing points in the comfortability section here. It has a nice little natural rockered sole here, meaning that the forefoot curvature changes a little bit and gives you a nice forward propulsion of your foot when you're heel striking on the trail. Definitely improves the efficiency of your stride and you have better energy return as well as less foot fatigue. They weighed in at 13.5 ounces, so pretty decently heavy for these pair of hiking shoes alone. But otherwise, the foot fatigue overall wasn't bad just from the weight. Just as a quick note, if you guys like to purchase these, there's a link down below in the description with the lowest possible price as well as potential discounts. Also, please don't forget to like the video so I can see what kind of content you guys like, and we'll keep making more videos like that. All right, back to the review. Traction-wise, we rated them an 8.5 out of 10. So we test these on every type of terrain you can think of: sandstone, limestone, dirt, gravel, flat paths, super inclined paths, basically any sort of terrain you can think of, and they perform really well with grip. They have the Vibram outsole. It's not the Mega Grip like most other shoes. It's actually the TC5 Plus rubber compound. It's a little bit softer than the Mega Grip compound. I really felt this type of Vibram outsole is more soft like the Conti Grip, but not overly soft. They have 4mm lugs well spaced out through here. And even within the lugs, as you can see, there's little rubber micro spikes in there, which really help with that little extra grip, especially when you're on an incline. When we talk about wet terrain, like we said, we're never going to BS you guys. They're about average. So not the best on wet terrain, but they're also not the worst. So something to keep an eye out there on wet terrain. Going into fit, we rated that a 4.5 out of 5. I used a men's size 10.5 regular. Did not have to size up or down. Like I said, no areas of compression on the forefoot. I actually have a high arch on my right foot and a low arch on my left foot, so that's why I'm one of the best testers for these types of shoes. But on either shoe, I didn't feel like I needed any extra volume in them or my arch was too high or too low for it. I didn't have any areas, especially in the heel, where it was compressive or uncomfortable. Stability and support, we rated that a 9 out of 10. So it definitely has some features in here which really enhance that hindfoot stability on the trail. So it has a nice contoured heel cup. What that is the insole here comes slightly over your foot. So it's like a nice barrier between your foot and the shoe, so it doesn't allow any overpronation or oversupination of your foot. So you really have that nice stable base you can build yourself upon. The shock absorption was definitely similar to the Merrell Moab 3, which is one of the most popular hiking boots out there. I didn't have any sore joints or nothing like that. The shock absorption was really good in these. They have an integrated lightweight flex plate that's around the midsole and works up towards the sides of your toes here. And it's a similar mechanism like the Hoka Mafate X if you saw that video. It really enhances the stiffness and you really get a good bite on the trail, and you also don't have anything piercing through your shoe. You can see the nice heel counter stiffness here. It has excellent torsional stability. It really made the biggest difference on the incline testing we had there. Durability rated a 9 out of 10. This all has traditionally stitched materials all throughout the shoe. Nothing is welded. Welded materials break down super easy, and I'm glad that they traditionally stitched all of this. I didn't have any areas of wear so far in the shoe at all. The outsole is held up nice and well. The grip is good after 50 miles as well. They made this shoe with great quality materials, and there's no reason to think that this wouldn't last you over hundreds of miles. So is the Merrell Moab Speed 2 worth it? This is actually one of our top rated hiking shoes of this year. Overall, it's an excellent hiking shoe for technical terrain, lightweight trails, moderate trails. It can tackle just about anything. One of the downsides to it is the weight, obviously, but with that rockered sole and the nice well-padded heel and the midsole as well, it doesn't really give you that foot fatigue those heavier shoes tend to do. And overall, that's really one of the only downsides of this hiking shoe. For just $140, it offers great value. So value rated at a 5 out of 5. It's worth its weight more than $140 for everything you're getting out of this shoe. Which brings us to the overall score of 8.8 out of 10 for this shoe. Like I said, it's our number 2 rated hiking shoe of this year, so definitely a great choice if you're really considering this one. Thank you guys for watching our review. Like I said, there's links down below in the description if you'd like to purchase these with the lowest possible price as well as potential discounts. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out mountaineerjourney.com where you can see this full comprehensive review as well as our other reviews, best of guides, and comparisons. And we'll see you next time.